guardian? Are you a co-guardian? And if so, what happens when guardians disagree, and how do you exactly resolve these conflicts? My name is Megan Truick, and I'm a guardianship attorney with the Law Office of Bryan, Fagan, where we help people like you get guardianships every day, file your guardianship accountings, and just basically help you give your ward, your loved one, a better quality of life. So what happens if you're co-guardians and you disagree? Many times you usually have co-guardians in certain situations where you have a mother and father. You have married individuals who have a special needs child, and then they become maybe the co-guardian of the person and of the estate. Usually, sometimes you may have divorced people who are very agreeable with each other be co-guardians of their child. And when I say child, I mean adult child over 18. And in those situations, what happens when you disagree? If there is an actual guardianship which gives you court-ordered guardianship over a ward, and you disagree to the point where you cannot compromise, you cannot come to any decision, you may have to go to court to resolve this issue. The trouble with that is, if you can't resolve the issue and you go to court to resolve the issue, you may find the court is now wanting just one of you to remain the guardian. Because the only reason there are co-guardians is because you're telling the court that you get along, you can compromise, you can agree. And therefore, if you have a dispute where you now have to go to the court to resolve, then you may have a situation where one or neither of you can be the guardian of the ward. So how exactly do you have, or how do you resolve an issue when you are co-guardians and you're actually in conflict? For many people, they agree at the onset to designate an independent third party that they both respect. That they agree at the onset that if we have any disagreement, this is the person that's going to be the tiebreaker. For certain people, just like a custody agreement, when it comes to medical situations, they may choose their doctor. So one person may say vaccination, the other person may say no vaccination. Fine, let's see what the doctor says. The doctor says, I think that the vaccination may not be needed in this one, or yes, definitely we need that HPV, or we need that COVID vaccine, you name it. Then the third party that you've designated will trump everything, and that person's decision will put the weight to decide what needs to be done. However, if you did not designate that third party, that tiebreaker, and you do have a conflict that leads to a situation where you have to go to the court to ask for it to be resolved, remember, my friend, in the courtroom, you don't make that decision. However, in a mediation, which you may decide to go to mediation, in an arbitration, you have a lot more decision making, and you have a lot more control over the decisions that can be made in that situation. So my 2 cents to you: if you're co-guardians, try to get along. If you know that you can't get along in the first place, please don't be co-guardians of the ward, because remember, the number one responsibility that you have is to make decisions in that ward, in your child, in your loved one's best interests. And I cannot see how conflict and fighting and dragging each other to court can do that. My name is Megan Truick. Thank you for watching. Hello, thank you for watching our video. And because you made it to the end of that video, we're offering you our new estate planning handbook. This is a wonderful tool, and I'm sure you like it. Go ahead, download the link, and let's get learning together.